Hello friends, I am Bhrigu Dutt and today I will be talking about why you should start a cafe. In this segment, I will be discussing why cafe is a good business and why you should get into it. If you are stuck in a mundane job and you wish to get out and start a business which gives you financial freedom, strong cash flows, and ability to unleash your creativity, as well as build a lifestyle where you may work as per your convenience, then cafe is the business for you. You should get into the cafe business for the following reasons. First, less capital. If you want to make a small investment, then cafe is a good business for you. You can start a cafe with as low as rupees 10 to 15 lakh investment, and in certain cases even in less than 10 lakh rupees investment. Second, even if you have no prior experience of running a business, it is very easy to learn the nuances of this business. The operations are also very easy to manage. Third, strong cash flows. Cafe business, like any retail business, gives you very strong cash flows compared to a manufacturing or a trading business where money comes to you after 2 to 3 months and there is a risk of bad debts. Cafe gives you a daily cash flow. Also, because of this, your IRR, which is the internal rate of return, is significantly higher. Fourth, flexible working hours. A cafe business gives an entrepreneur sufficient free time. Once the business has broken even and once the operations are following a routine, it is extremely easy to manage and monitor. Use of technology like CCTV cameras and point of sale server linked systems can enable an entrepreneur to remotely monitor the business. Also, because everything is being recorded, you can look at the activities and the sales of the day later at your convenience. Fifth, low investment in working capital. In a cafe business, you don't need to make too much investment in stocks or in inventory. Compared to other retail businesses, for example, if you're selling shoes or bag or jewelry, even if you want to sell 5 pairs of shoes, you need to maintain an inventory of 500 pairs of shoes. You need to carry the different styles, the different sizes, the different colors. If you are selling electronics, then there is a risk of technological obsolescence. Cafes usually follow the JIT system of inventory, that is the just-in-time system. Most of the perishable items are ordered daily fresh, and other raw materials, mostly the ingredients, have a very high shelf life. The stocks carried are essentially raw materials on which value has to be added. So the cost of the raw material or the stocks as a percentage of sale is significantly lower. The cost of raw material to the sales is hardly 25 to 30% of the sales price. Sixth, high growth potential. With the growth in the urban landscape, with new developments and townships coming up, and the waves of migrations to cities, the demand for auxiliary services like cafes is also increasing. An entrepreneur can start with one cafe and then open multiple cafes in an area. This also helps him hedge his risks better. Seventh, cafes give a platform to the entrepreneur to unleash his creativity and achieve the maximum potential. Whether it is innovating for new products, developing the interiors, making new designs, working on the packaging, the advertising, promotional material, content for social media platform, and an entrepreneur can unleash his creativity and get the highest satisfaction. This is a business where you can innovate, you can create, and think out of the box. Eighth, instant revenues. Cafes are a business where you can start getting the revenues instantly. Compared to other businesses where the initial development stage or the initial setup time may be very high, a cafe can be set up easily within 30 to 45 days and revenues start coming in. Ninth, all season business. Cafes provide an evergreen perennial product mix. Compared to an ice cream parlor or a milkshake outlet, which runs only 9 to 10 months a year, a cafe can run all through the year. 10th, flexibility on area. A cafe can be opened with as small area as 100 to 500 square feet. Depending on the location, you can opt for a smaller format or a larger format. Being able to operate in a smaller area gives the flexibility to the entrepreneur and widens his options. 11th, simple legal requirements. You do not need very complicated permissions or licenses from the authorities to open a cafe business. Most cafes start with less than 10 employees, so there are no problems for labor compliances like PF or ESI. Initially, up to a certain sales level, you do not even need to get a GST registration. An entrepreneur may further reduce his costs by opening the cafe on his own name and avoid extra costs for opening an LLP or a partnership firm or a company. And finally, cafes are a stable brick and mortar business. The products being sold are food items which have a high acceptability in the market. These are not new or unknown concept or service which people know nothing about. This is a tried and tested business model. Once you build a base of repeat customers, cafe gives the owner a sustainable cash flow over a long period and goes to fulfill the dream of financial freedom. Now I will be talking about the financial parameters. First, high margin. The contribution margins of a cafe business are extremely high. Most of the products are sold at least a 70 to 80% margin on sales. This is one of the most attractive features for an entrepreneur. Second, ROI or the return on investment. An entrepreneur can expect an ROI of almost 50 to 60% and in some cases even up to 100%. Third, payback period and break-even point. An entrepreneur can expect to have a payback period of 18 to 24 months and in some cases even less than 12 months. Operationally, an outlet can break even in 3 to 6 months. In some cases, it may break even in less than 1 month. IRR. The internal rate of return, as discussed before, is extremely high in this business. This is because this is a strong cash flow business. Because the entrepreneur gets a daily cash flow, after factoring in the time value of money, the IRR is quite high. Also, there are little or no bad debts. While cash comes into the business every day, most of the expenses like rent, salary, vendor payments have to be made at the end of the month periodically. This ensures that the entrepreneur is always cash rich. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to our channel. For more information, visit our website chaigaramcafe.com. Thank you.